Happy New Year and welcome to the first Nature Diaries of 2022. Today me and Stu, it's our last day off before going back to work, and we've decided to come to Dartmoor again because we're exploring it, and we've arrived at Bellever Forest and I've heard really good things about this. I first heard about it watching Overlanding Sophia, so I thought let's come on over by good advice, and we're going to go for a walk through the woods, along the river, maybe up to Bellever or Beltor, whatever it's called. But yeah, it looks absolutely stunning so far, so come along with us. Scandinavian, this particular spot. Tall trees, nice rivers, nice and cool. It's been a really mild Christmas down in Devon, and yeah, it's just been, well, we seem to live in this constant state of grey. It's been raining a lot, it's been really warm, but here at Bellever Forest it feels a lot cooler, which is quite welcome, to be honest. I really hope you all had a lovely Christmas period and started the new year on a new front. Feeling good. So me and she had quite a chilled Christmas this year, really. Christmas came and went like a blink of an eye, but we've just got back yesterday from 3 nights in the New Forest, and we stayed in an absolutely gorgeous barn conversion, and I made the decision not to work while I was there, apart from a few Instagram stories and things. Just to actually take a few days to relax, which is really rare for us. I don't think I actually know how to relax, to be honest. So we just sat in front of the fire and drank wine and went for a walk through the common land, and I didn't film anything, so I'm sorry you had to miss that, but it was much needed. And then yesterday, you may have seen on our Instagram that we popped to Lyme Regis on the way home because Stu's got a new hobby. Haven't you, babe? Yeah. Yep, so he's going to start collecting like fossils and like bones and things of lost megafauna of the UK, mainly mammals. And what did you buy last night?
A cave bear tooth. A
cave bear tooth and some mammoth rib. So yeah, we got that to look forward to, and when they turn up we will share it with you, probably on Instagram. So yeah, that's Stu's new hobby. And I just wanted to know, really, do you guys have any New Year's resolutions? Do you have any that are related to sustainability, nature, wildlife, eco-friendly, etc.? Because mine are pretty basic this year. I'm trying not to get too hard on myself and end up not doing anything. So my 3 New Year's resolutions are, number 1, to move my body more, and that doesn't mean to lose weight or to exercise every single day. I just want to move more than I have previously. So no pressure, but getting out walking is one of my favourite ways to do it, and I want to enjoy movement more. So getting out on our nature walks is a perfect one for me. The second one is I want to practice gratitude every single day. So I've bought myself a nice diary and I'm going to write in it every day at least 3 things that I'm grateful for. And then the third was just to learn how to play my ukulele. So a very good friend of mine, an old school friend that I haven't seen for years, has very kindly offered over the internet to teach me how to play it. So thank you so much, Dan Spink, if you're watching. I'll message you soon about that first lesson. But yeah, let us know in the comment box, wherever you're watching this from, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, pop it in the comment box. What are your resolutions? What do you aspire to do this year?
Hi everyone, and Happy New Year from me too. We're on Dartmoor, and it's a place I've been quite harsh on in the past, just talking about how unwild it actually is, even though it's a national park. We're in a place today where there's actually some trees, so that's nice. Granted, much of it is plantations, but unlike a lot of plantations we've been in, there's quite a lot of vegetation, mosses on the ground, and it's quite wet on the ground, so it creates quite a good wildlife habitat. We're also just keeping an eye out for some of the birds which use these taller trees to perch, such as hobbies and buzzards, and I saw a sign saying there's potentially goshawks in the area as well, so that's really good. But it's interesting, before we came up here I did a survey on a Facebook page about Dartmoor, and I think it was from Exeter University, and it was just talking about land use and how often we use Dartmoor and so on. And I think they are really trying to make a change. There's some consultation in the park about making it a bit more wild, and there's been some talk about tree planting and so on. But interestingly enough, one of the questions on this survey was, it's quite an extreme question in terms of rewilding, but would you like to see wolves back on Dartmoor? So normally they talk about beavers or lynx, but I think they went straight in on the survey, maybe to provoke thought or to see how into rewilding people are. And of course I answered yes. Might be a bit political if they start rummaging through bins in Ivy Bridge and Plymouth and so on. But up here we see lots of deer fences to protect the vegetation, because you could argue there might be too many deer, but I think wolves would keep them in check. But of course then there might be the conflicts, because it is a common land, so people graze ponies, sheep and cattle up here, and perhaps they cause more damage than the deer themselves. But I certainly wouldn't have any fear walking through here knowing there's potentially wolves, as long as you're sensible and you know how to act around wild animals and you're cautious. But it's nice being on Dartmoor where there's a few trees, and hopefully in the future generations will see more trees on the moors.
So I grew up in Devon, born and bred in Teignmouth, Shoulden kind of area, and now I live in Torbay, which is very, very close by. And Dartmoor National Park is my most local national park, probably my most local wild place really, apart from like South West Coast Path, etc. But I've never really explored it that much. It's only really since meeting Stu that I've started exploring my own country, my own backyard. And I used to go to Haytor, done a few walks around there, been to Wistman's Wood and another random wood with my friend Maria, just for a walk. But I'd really like to, from now on, begin to explore the national park a lot more kind of thoroughly, and just go a bit deeper, because we're actually currently like central Dartmoor rather than just on the outskirts. Because Plimbridge Wood, where we went a few weeks ago before Christmas, you may have seen that video, and that's actually on the edge of Dartmoor, but it's still quite urban really, because you're right next to Plymouth City Central. So I just want to get to know our local wild places a bit more, you know, on a first name basis.
Laura mentioned how mild it's actually been throughout December and the start of January, and although I wouldn't say it's rare, because it does happen when there's a warm snap, in our local area in Devon there's already been sightings of amphibians spawning and probably a bit less common. There's actually been some sightings of slow worms and common lizards out as well, and common lizards will bask in the open, so it shows how mild it's actually been. But when you're out on a walk and there's pools of standing water, it's always worth this time of year just having a look in to see if there's any frog spawn or indeed toad spawn there. So remember, frog spawn's the clumpy spawn and that slime insulates, where the toad spawn is almost like a string of eggs, and that's essentially trying to replicate pondweed for camouflage. So there's a little tip to tell the difference. Newt's eggs will usually be individually laid and wrapped in leaves, so they're a bit more difficult to spot, and obviously there's a bit more protection of newts, especially great crested newts. So if you do see any spawn, let us know in the comments, but also check out sites such as Frog Life and so on, and you can record the sightings there, the spawn there, and it helps just generate a map across the UK and helps the scientists there develop a picture of what's happening year on year.
From our walk around the woods, and now we've come back to the van. We're gonna get a pot of coffee on, and then we're gonna go and explore the river a little bit more. So let's get the kettle on. We've just walked upriver a little while. It's not a very long walk from the car park, just up the river a little bit, but it's just really pretty. And there's a bridge and a river, and yeah, it's nice. I can see why people would come here in the summer, for example, and just kind of park up and spend all day by the river. Very, very nice. But I think that's basically it from us from today. We are over and out. We're going to head back to the van, drive home. It's an hour home, so we've got a nice bean chilli in the slow cooker. So again, from both of us, a happy new year. We hope this one's got loads of cool stuff in store for you, and make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a video, and smash the like button too, so that we know that you enjoy our videos. And also just go and check out all of our other content and our events and all things Conservation Chat UK. And of course, I'll see you in the next one.